Image Comics wants to bring back the classic Universal iconic monsters back. And for that, they chose Dracula as their first take. Before we talk about their miniseries, by the way, the hardcover is coming out on May 15th, and it collects all the 5 issues that we'll be talking about on this show. Let's look at the history of Dracula in the entertainment business. Our tale begins with Bram Stoker's 1897 novel Dracula. This masterpiece introduced the world to the enigmatic vampire lord. Stoker drew inspiration from real-life figures like Vlad the Impaler, blending history with horror. Universal Pictures immortalized Dracula in 1931 with Bela Lugosi donning the iconic cape. His hypnotic gaze and chilling accent made him the quintessential vampire. After this, others tried to revamp, no pun intended, Dracula. After this, others tried to revamp Dracula, presenting different versions. Even Marvel Comics added him to their comics, especially to fight Blade. In 1970s, Jerry Conway and Gene Colan brought Dracula to life with the Tome of Dracula. His battles with Blade, Morbius and other heroes became legendary. In 2004, Dracula graced the big screen once more in Blade Trinity. Dominic Purcell portrayed him both suave and monstrous. Now, Image Comics takes him back to basic, and James Tynion IV creates a fresh take on the beloved character with new insights and character development, while paying homage to the original film from Universal Pictures by Bela Lugosi. Hello, my name is Nimesh and welcome to After Panels, and today we will be talking about Dracula miniseries by Image Comics. We start with Renfield explaining to Dr. Seward how the blood gives power to him and to his master. Dr. Seward, on his curiosity, asks Renfield if his blood wouldn't give his own blood as a human wouldn't give more powers instead of the flies that Renfield has been eating. Renfield quickly explains that he is not allowed to take blood from big ones because those belonged to his master. Later, Dr. Seward is talking with John about the patients he is dealing with, Renfield, and we find out that he was captured when he and Dracula arrived to London on the Demeter. John expressed a very intriguing feelings to meet Renfield, especially because of the horror caused on the Demeter. By the way, there is a movie called The Last Voyage of Demeter. If you want to see this part, the movie is very good if you like horror, but it's very long for a very short story. I mean, the movie isn't long enough because it's less than 2 hours, but the story itself, it's too long to tell, but it's good. It's worth it. It's very cool. Good. It's a very good movie. But anyway, let's get back to the comic itself. Dr. Seward doesn't like this interest from John because he is worried what it would do to her daughter Mina and soon-to-be wife of John. Dr. Seward also tells John that he doesn't believe that Renfield did all the killing on the boat that came from Transylvania. He believes that Renfield plague, look, and strange hunger for spiders and flies might be related to some kind of blood disease. I really loved that James Tynion found a logical reason for what the problem of Renfield could be. I mean, imagine some blood-sucking person comes up to you. Having a doctor treating him really allows us, the reader, to know about their behaviors and for us to understand the motives. Having Mina and Lucy as the daughters and John as the love interest, just like in the book, really solidified all the interactions. It really gives a reason why Dracula attacks, why Renfield is there, and why this family is the prey. The fact that the doctor expressed the desire to cure Renfield by performing a blood transfer is also a great way to trigger Dracula to have a reason to visit the doctor house. Renfield is really the character that brings all the drama to this story. And he is also very well written with fantastic lines. I do believe that Renfield was in fact the damsel in distress of this story, because he didn't want to perform the blood transfusion and he pleased to Dracula to help him, to save him from the place he was being captured. And Lucy, with her lust, it was the perfect invitation that Dracula needed to enter Seward's house. Clearly she was attracted to bad guys, and the news of all what happened on the Demeters really was spreading around the country. All she was able to imagine was how a fairy tale story would it be with her and Count Dracula in the castle of Transylvania. I mean, I guess this is all what the girls want, right? This is perfect. Mina, on the other hand, she was the only one that showed kindness to Renfield, just like her father. After Lucy's death, Mina needed answer, and she ends up sneaking into the sanitarium to see Renfield and to understand who they were. Both Dracula and Renfield, obviously. Renfield explains her all the danger and empathizes with her curiosity. After all, before he became a slave to the Count, he also had some curiosity, just like her. Both Renfield and Mina bond over this, and as he explains his past. And this calls the attention of Dracula over Mina. Beautiful and a story filled with tragedy. Professor Abraham Van Helsing, he is in London looking for Dracula. He is an expert of the matter and tries to educate everyone about this creature of the darkness. When he meets Dr. Seward, he explains to him that he wants to see Renfield and help to release his immortal soul from the control of Dracula. At first, Seward is very reluctant to hear Van Helsing, as he believes that this man is a shaman and therefore not a science believer and could never help Renfield. But after Lucy's death, he gives Van Helsing a chance and learns some hard truths. Hopefully it's not too late, because Mina has fallen in the Dracula spell and she is about to meet the Count. All this story is so very well written by James Tynion, and it's very compelling. Now let's talk about the main man himself, or the man, I don't even know, Dracula. The creature, I think, in this case. Let's talk about Dracula. James Tynion presents him as an eerie character throughout the series. He does not talk at all and communicates with chilling gaze through his hypnotic eyes, just like this. Do I have any hypnotic eyes? I don't even. I am not a good Dracula for sure. Only Renfield can understand him through telepathy, and they both have interesting exchange of ideas. Like I said, Renfield is the center of all the drama, and he dramatizes so well everything that Dracula expresses. Most of the readers might feel a bit weird when Dracula transforms into wolf, because the entertainment business always portrayed him in his transformation into a bat. But Bram Stoker always showed him to transform into different animals, and wolf was a shape he took many times, especially when he was in hunt for his prey. It really played for his animalistic instinct. When Dracula expressed to Renfield the desire to make Mina his bride, what a wonderful dialogue that was. The drama was so very well captured by the artist. Martin Simmonds really draw all these pages very well. You could almost hear and see the performance if this was a movie. And I'll tell you, the performance was so good that it deserves an Oscar for the actor playing Renfield. Absolutely beautifully done. Martin Simmonds really did a beautiful job. Even though so far I only have expressed the praises to this miniseries, I'll say that it was kind of dumb to see Dracula go back to his coffin when he knew that Van Helsing and others were on the premise looking for him. It was very silly. I mean, you are on a space and you know you are being hunted. And even though I understand that the sun was rising, I cannot believe that Dracula thought that, oh my god, I know how to escape everything. Let me go back to my coffin and stay there. No one will ever find me. Yeah, like everyone is dumb apparently. That was a stupid thing. But I understand. I guess we need our heroes to have a way to find Dracula and kill him. And this is probably the only way to do it when he was asleep. But I think people need to find a better way to do this. But other than this, the miniseries is excellent. Overall, I love this miniseries by Image Comics, and I'm excited to read the next one that I believe is dedicated to the monster of the Black Lagoon. I hope you liked this video, and I would love to hear from you in the comments. Do you like this type of content? Did you enjoy this miniseries? Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm very curious to know what you think. And if you haven't read it yet but want to, look on the description box below the links where you can buy and read Dracula. I will put there to get them on Amazon, and you can also read it on Global Comics if you prefer. Keep supporting indie comics as they are a treasure trove of creativity and unique storytelling. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.